Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I created this look today. I was inspired because my sister needed some ideas for her graduation pictures. So if you guys would like to see how I created this look today, please keep watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and let's get started. Alright? Hi everyone, so to get started, I already did my foundation. Make sure that when you're picking a foundation, if you're doing for photography, do not use any foundation with SPF or else you'll get flashback. I also set my concealer and I did my brows. So today I'm just going to focus on doing my eyeshadow, as that is the focus today. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in and then I'll show you guys step by step exactly which eyeshadows I used to create this look today. So let's get started. So for today's eye look, I will be using the Pinky Rose Cosmetics, the Transition Palette. In case you're wondering, Pinky Rose Cosmetics has their own retail store. They also have an online website. They carry their own line of makeup and as other lines of makeup such as like Luxie, just a variety. So if you guys are curious, I'll leave a link below where you guys can check them out. I'm going to be using this palette today to create the eye look. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to be using the Luxie 205 Taper Blending Brush, and I'm going to pick up the Transition shade, which is the biggest one in the middle. And I'm just going to put this mainly on the middle of my eye, on my eyelid. I'm going to bring this pretty up, like pretty high, almost touching my eyebrows right there. All right. And I'm placing it right there where my eyebrow stops. And I'm just dragging it right back and forth, bringing it really high, almost to my eyebrows. All right, moving on. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up, which one do I want to use? I'm gonna pick up Spice Girl right here. Now these are matte shadows. There's only two shimmery metallic shadows, which are Posh and Glamazon in the palette. So I'm gonna pick up Spice Girl. And I'm going to use my Luxie Taper Blending. This one's like a typical size of a taper blending. It's not too small, it's not too big. And then make sure you just tap off the excess onto the eyeshadow. And I'm just going to start on the outside. And I'm going to just dab it on. Don't swipe and push it around. I like to just dab it on first. Especially if I picked up a lot or I'm not sure how much pigment it has. And then sort of do like a V. So there will be a point and then do a V going down and then going up as well. And then once you feel like you've already placed down the pigment, then you can start blending it out. And then I'm just gonna drag it into the inner. Alright, and just make sure you drag it a little up and blend it in with the Transition shade. Okay. I'm gonna pick up this small taper blending brush and Luxie 231. This is much smaller than the other one. It's more defined. And for this one, I'm gonna pick up a deeper shade to just really build up this eyeshadow look. So I'm gonna pick up first of all Miss Thing. It's not as deep as Knockout. This is definitely like a deeper plummy cranberry shade. This one's a little bit just in the medium in between those. So I'm pick up Miss Thing. This one's also a matte shadow, and I'm just going to put that right at the bottom where the shadow is, just to see if it'll deepen it up. Too high. You don't want to blend it too high where it's going to all become one shadow. Alright, and then we want to even go further in and deepen up that outer corner. So I'm gonna go ahead and end up picking up Knockout, which is the deepest plummy shade in the palette. It's also a matte shade. I'm gonna use my Luxie 213T. This one is like a packing on brush, so we just pack it on there. So I'm gonna pick up Knockout right there. Pack it on there. You can do that. Just right there at that little corner that was empty, and just pat it on like that. Alright, and once you've patted on, go in with a fluffy brush and just sort of blend it out so that it will blend with the other eyeshadows. And if you wanted to make the eyeshadow, you can drag it up higher. If you want to bring it higher, I think for my eyelid shape, I think this is fine. You can also drag it a little bit up if you want it to come to like a point. Yeah, you can just stop there, put some white down, white or cream beige in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to actually, I'm gonna play something else. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Glamazon, which is like the bronzy shade, this shimmery bronzy. I'm just gonna use my Maybelline Instant Age Reminder Concealer and then pick up a flat concealer brush, so something flat, and I'm just going to kind of carve out where I want to place it, and then wherever I meet that, where that cranberry shade starts, I'm just gonna stop. You guys can see that. I'm gonna exaggerate it and make it go a little bit higher. Try to do as precise line as possible, as that's where you're going to be placing your eyeshadow. Okay, and then just drag it. So I'm gonna do one eye at a time, just so that to let the concealer kind of sit first. We don't want the other eye to sit too long. Alright, so I'm just gonna pick up another shader brush, the Royal Langnickel eye shader brush, and I'm just going to pick up Glamazon. Try not to pick it up too much. Okay, and then just tap off the excessive, and then just place it right down. You may have some fallout with this eyeshadow, so it just makes it a little bit more bronzy, this look. And then if you want, you can just pick up the flat shader that you originally had that plummy shade on and kind of just blend those two shadows together, so there's just no harsh defining line where it starts and stops. And then I'm just going to, without picking up any eyeshadow, I'm going to go and just drag this eyeshadow that I had placed and just put it over the new bronzy shade, just so that there's some transition. Now I'm just going to deepen up the outer corners just a tad bit, and I'm going to go back in with a small tapered blending brush, pick up She Devil, which is the matte black in the palette. Just pick up as little as you can. I think I picked up way too much. And just tap it right there. Put some on the other side. Because I picked up too much on my brush, I'm going to go in with the tapered blending brush. And I'm just going to move it a little bit inside, just to deepen up the outer corner. Now if you don't want to deepen up the look, go ahead and you can skip this, but I'm just going to do a little bit. Alright, and then that's pretty much it for the top. I'm gonna go ahead and swipe off the fallout. This eyeshadow palette does have some fallout. Alright, and then let me do the bottom eyelid first. So with a very small brush, I'm going to use the Luxie Mini Flat, and I'm going to pick up Miss Thing, and I'm going to start on the outer corners. Kind of marry those two eyeshadows together, the one at the end. And then for the inner corners, I don't think I want to go over with that shimmery shade, so I'm gonna go in with Spice Girl, or right here, and then I'm gonna put that on the inner corners because I don't want that shimmery on the bottom as well. And then I'm gonna pick up Knockout, the deep plumier one, and do the same thing. Dab it on, and then you can brush it out. Gonna go in with the Tarte Tarteist. I believe this is the Double Take eyeliner. I got this in the Sephora favorites in the selfie kit. In case you haven't seen that video, I'll put it in the cards. I'm going to use both sides today. So I'm going to use the felt tip to do my top. And then I'm going to use the pencil side. I'm going to do it right on my lash line, on my lower lash line. I always find that it's easier to do a little at a time versus trying to do one line. And then if it's too like patchy for you, go in with a flat or an angled brush and just smudge it out, which I'm gonna do right now. So I'm gonna use my Luxie 215 small angled, and I'm just going to sort of smudge it out. Alright, so I finished my other eye. I put on the eyeliner and mascara and lashes. I did put on the Ardell Faux Mink lashes in the style number 811 if you're curious. It's the ones that are much smaller, shorter on the inside, and tapers out. It gets much bigger and thicker on the outside of the eyes, in case you're curious. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the rest of my face. I'm going to go into the Hoola Benefit bronzer, and I'm gonna just bronze up my face. I'm gonna go into my Kat Von D contour, the powder one, and I'm gonna use the deep shade. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that one with my flat Luxie contour. And then I'm going to go for blush. I'm going to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Aparte. I received this from last year's birthday present from Sephora. Go ahead and just put that on. Something very natural and soft. I already have very dramatic eyes, so I want a softer blush. Alright. And then for highlight today, I'm going to use something that's not too blinding but very beautiful. Something that, I already have it out. Something that is an OG highlighter is the Balm Amerilou Manizer. This one is like a champagne-y. Remember that with highlight, you are bringing it forward, you're bringing attention to it. So if you don't want to bring attention to that part of your face, do not highlight it. So I wouldn't bring it too close to the end, like right under my eye, or I wouldn't bring it too much in. And I would just put just a little bit just on my nose. So I'm gonna actually go in with my Anastasia Ashton liquid lipstick. This is the one that I also received from the Sephora favorites, the selfie kit. Like I said, I'll link the video if you didn't see it. It's more of a brownie nude, so that's what I want to go with. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go over the lipstick with the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip from Kathleen Light's The Moonchild. Now this gloss definitely did tone down, make it a little bit more nudie. But it still looks really pretty. Alright guys, I'm gonna go do my hair and I'll be back. To finish off my makeup, I'm gonna set my entire face with the MAC Prep and Prime, the Fix Plus, and this is in the coconut scent. Alright guys, so that is the finished look. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and like this video if you did. Alright guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.